Actually, I was going to turn my truck off. I'm sitting here for a minute. I had to take my husband to a doctor's appointment today, and I stayed home sick. I am incredibly not feeling good today. I woke up at my usual time, 7 o'clock. Had a headache all night. It started yesterday at work. It was like right in this general area, and I knew it was my sinuses because I usually get a sinus infection every single year. I don't do well in the winter. It's just me and winter do not mix at all. We do not. And then at my job, we have a lot of dust right now because we've been doing a lot of inventory and things like that, and some stuff it just collects dust easier than other things. And then the floors are like really dirty because people are in and out all day long, obviously. Anyway, so with all that combined, it just makes me sick, and my sinuses will act up. I start getting really stuffy. I'm sniffling all day long nonstop, and with that it makes it worse. So I woke up, I had a headache. I had a headache last night, and then I woke up this morning and it got worse. And then around 35 minutes before I was supposed to go to work, I just, so I am not feeling good. My period was really heavy this month. For the first 3 days, it was a total crimson tide. I was at work and I was really struggling while I was there. It was bad. And that's the thing. It's like when women have PMDD and we have periods, it's a hard thing for other people to understand. Like, oh wow, she takes off a lot of days. Oh, she's home a lot, blah, blah, blah. There are actually some women out there that have a chronic illness that is, not really seen. It's invisible. It's an invisible illness by the world. And it does. Like, it really drags you down. It makes you to the point where you can't even get out of bed. You're just sick. You're vomiting. You're out of it. You're dizzy. And I always say, I always wanted to be a guy. Like, I've always wanted to be a guy because men, they don't have to deal with that small aspect. Like, they don't have to deal with a menstrual cycle every single month, messing up their life and making them sick and everything else. I mean, yeah, men have other problems that they have to deal with, but it's just like, so that's what I'm doing today. And also I got to go find a universal remote for my TV in the living room because it doesn't have one. Okay, so don't know what's going on right here. I'm like blood red right here. I don't know why. I think I forgot to put my concealer right there. It is what it is. So today's January 12th. I think. I don't know. I'm kind of just doing this as I go. Like, I don't want to do like a whole old January so far video. I'm not even sure if this is going to upload or not because I've been having problems uploading videos, making vlogs. My phone doesn't want to work. It's not even my phone. It's been like my app in general. It doesn't want to cooperate. So I might have to make this video really short because we're just testing the theory. Watson. Yeah, don't mind me. Anyways, I'm stepping on my son's mattress because he sleeps in my room. My cat. I don't know if I talked about this. About a week ago, yeah, I did. I talked about it in my Let's Go to Work video. My cat ran away. And I want to say that was probably almost a week ago. And for the past week, we've been having multiple snowstorms. We've been having, and so every day we get up, we look at the snow in the backyard to see if there's any paw prints. There's been none. And we're like, dude, like, where's all the cats at? Like, not even just our cat. Like, we haven't seen any cats. And we're like, that's strange. So last night, we ended up getting a really bad snowstorm. And it must have happened in the middle of the night. We woke up to paw prints by our back door. Cat paw prints. And they were small. And I was like, oh my God, he came back. But the thing is, we weren't around because he must have showed up. You know how cats are. They stay up all night. So he must have came here at like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And So yeah, so now we're gonna have to be on the lookout every single night. I told my husband, I said, just to make sure, like once in a blue moon, kind of look out the window every so often. But the problem is our next door neighbor, she also has an indoor outdoor cat. And I think her cat has been coming over here and he gets confused. And I think he's been thinking our apartment is that apartment. So I don't know what's going on with that. So that's been a thing. I had to sit down. So that happened. Now I'm just like really bummed out and sad because I missed him. Um, January has been pretty busy for me when it comes to work, as you can tell in the beginning of this vlog. I've been at work a lot, and then now my hours have been reduced. So my hours are like all over the place right now. Like I have my schedule for next week. My boss made it because I kind of like jumped down her throat because they tried cutting my hours down to like 2 days a week, and I was really against it. So she ended up making me a schedule. And so starting next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, um, I work. But some of my days I'm only working like 4 hours, and I think, well, actually it's only really just one day that I'm working, but I think like one day I'm working 4 hours, the one day I'm working five. And I was working like 8 hour shifts, and now it's, I don't know, like their hours are just going down because we're over the holidays. So I really haven't been doing much. I don't really have a lot to talk about. I know that January has been so far, it's been pretty hectic. I've been really trying to catch up on things and like old debts and bills and, trying to figure out my finances. And um, I've been dealing with a couple of health problems. It's mostly because this is going to sound stupid, but I've been a stay-at-home mom for almost 5 years now, on and off. Mostly been a stay-at-home mom. And my body is kind of reacting to me working in a negative way. I've been getting sick. Yesterday morning, I woke up and I was supposed to go to work at 9 o'clock, and I basically couldn't go because, like I said in my previous clip, I got really sick yesterday. I started throwing up. I had a chronic headache. My sinuses have been acting up because of the dust in the air at my work. It's just really, really bad, and it's really, we found out, me and all my coworkers found out, they've been running the air conditioner during the day. We don't know why, but they're running the air conditioner in certain spots of the store with the heat on at the same time. We don't really understand what's wrong with corporate. They've already complained about it multiple times. And then they have a vent in our break room that is attached to the outside vents, and it's blowing in ice cold air when we're sitting in there with the heat on at the same time. So a lot of us have been getting sick, and we've been getting like ill. I don't know why I said sick and ill at the same time. Is the same thing. Oh my god, dude. I'm trying to find a spot to put you guys where I don't have to like hold it. So that's been really crappy, and just the accumulation of that, plus, the obvious, just working really hard and the conditions that I've been working in, it's making me sick. And it's been really hard on my body. I'm just, like I said, I'm just used to being a stay at home parent, and my body has kind of had a culture shock. It's been, you know, thrown into something last month that was out of my spectrum. It's been really hard for me to adjust. It's been incredibly, I mean, it usually takes you about on average 2 weeks to adjust to something. And we're going beyond that now, and I am not adjusted at all. And I've been having a lot of changes at work. They've been constantly throwing changes at me. Every day it's like there's something different, and I never really know what direction to go in at my job. It causes a lot of anxiety and a lot of like agitation because I don't know what I'm doing. A lot of the people that work there, they've worked there for 25, 30 years, and so they're very well aware of the building, and they're very well of like the routine there, and they all have like, upper seniority, and there's not a lot of direction and communication when it comes to TJ Maxx, my TJ Maxx, working there. And some of my coworkers are awesome. Some of my coworkers are really, really nice. They're very, very good at helping and directing and trying their best to help me as much as they can, you know. And then there's other coworkers there that don't really give a shit, and they're pretty much like, not my problem. Um, Classic example, I can tell you guys. So I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday night, we got slammed at the cashier. And I'm still learning like certain things that they do there with checks and stuff like that. And we have 7 cash registers. And one of my coworkers, I had to ask her for help. And she didn't hear me, but my other coworker looked directly in my eyes and she saw that I was looking for help, and she looked at me like this and went right back to her job. She kind of like shrugged her shoulders a little bit and just went back to the register. So there's a lot of personalities and attitudes there because of age. There's a huge age gap there. There's a lot of, like I said, there's people that work there for a year, there's people that work there for a couple of weeks, and there's people that work there for decades. And I noticed the people that have worked there for decades, they're more willing to help. And the people that have only worked there, like the teenagers, I'm just going to pinpoint them out. It's really hard working with teenagers because they haven't hit the world yet and they think that they're top shit and they think that they know everything. So they like to stick their nose up at people that they're just starting. You know, they don't want to help. They think that they don't have to. And they think that's helping the situation and it's helping the store, the place that they're working at. And the actuality is that they're not. They're not being a team player, and they're making everybody else on their team work harder and take over something that they easily could have did. And it's just, it sucks in a lot of ways, and it really irritates me and it gets on my nerves because I hate working with teenagers. And I can't believe I'm saying that now because it's like, I thought I would never say that, but I do. I don't like working with teenagers. They're extremely disrespectful. They're very rude. And I hate it. It's probably the worst aspect of my job. Anyways, so that's pretty much what's been going on in January. I pretty much have just been working my butt off, dealing with some health problems, dealing with my home life, trying to balance that out, trying to figure it out. I don't really know where 2025 is headed. I don't really know what direction we're going towards. I'm trying really hard to make 2025 a better year than all the years prior. I'm trying to figure stuff out, and it's like there's this invisible force that's like incredibly against me, and it's just making everything that should be easy really hard. And my husband is trying to go to college. He's trying to go back to school. He is like at the doorstep right now. He's waiting on a response from a fund. He's trying to get a scholarship. And so there's that. He's trying to go and head back into that. He's trying to get into the welding. He's trying to get into a welding career. And so that's something that we're also working on for 2025, and we're trying to figure that out. But the problem is, it's trying to balance out school life with work life with home life, and it's just like there's a lot going on right now. And so, like I said, January started off with a hectic start. It's been chaos in our house. Me and my husband have been running around like chicken with our head cut off, trying to figure out what we're gonna do. We don't know what decisions to make about anything. We don't know which way to turn. We don't know which direction to take. And it's very hard when you're on your own with no support and you have to make decisions based off of things that a normal family probably shouldn't have to make. But anyways, that's pretty much what's been going on in my life. I'm going to try to stop here and try to see if I can upload this for a January so far video. If it does work, then maybe we're on a right path here. I don't know. But thank you to all that have subscribed to my channel. Thank you for watching my videos, and let's hope that this vlog actually goes through.